Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Yang berbahagia, profesor-profesor, para tetamu kehormat, rakan-rakan dari institusi pengajian tinggi dan industri, para peserta serta hadirin yang dihormati sekalian. Selamat datang ke International AI Research, Innovation and Industry Academia Roundtable Forum 2026. Bagi pihak Asia University, kami amat berbesar hati mengalu-alukan kehadiran semua, khusus kepada sahabat-sahabat serta delegasi kita dari Universiti Negeri Jakarta, Indonesia. Selamat datang ke Malaysia dan selamat datang ke SAiDTECH University. Terima kasih kerana sudi bersama-sama dengan kami pada hari ini. Hadirin sekalian, forum pada hari ini membawa tema AI Digital Transformation and Regenerative Education, Bridging Academia, Industry and Society for Collaborative Futures. Semoga pertemuan kita pada hari ini membuka ruang kepada perkongsian ilmu, idea baharu dan lebih banyak kerjasama antara akademia, industri dan masyarakat. Hadirin yang dihormati, sebelum kita meneruskan majlis, bagi memohon keberkatan dan keredaan Allah SWT dengan segala hormatnya, dipersilakan Profesor T.S. Dr. Mazri Mohamed untuk memimpin bacaan doa. Dengan segala hormatnya, dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Zaf. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Al-an nabda bi umil kitab Al-Fatihah. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahil alamin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammad. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala sayyidina Muhammadil fatih lima ughliq wal khatim lima sabaq wan nasiril haqq bil haqq wal hadi ila siratal mustaqim wa ala alihi wa sahbihi haqqa qadrihi wa miqdarihil azim. Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islam dina wa Muhammadin nabiyya wa rasula. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahil alamin. Hamdan hamidin, hamdan syakirin, hamdan na'imin, hamdan yuafi ni'amahu wa yukafi'u mazidah. Ya Rabbana kal hamdu kama syukru kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa 'azimi sultanik. Ya Allah, ya Rahman, ya Rahim, Tuhan yang Maha Pengasih lagi Maha Penyayang, kami memanjat kesyukuran atas kurniamu yang mengizinkan penganjuran International AI Research, Innovation and Industry Academia Roundtable Forum 2026 ini. Ya Allah, ya Rahman, ya Rahim, Tuhan yang Maha Bijaksana, kurniakanlah daya intelek yang tajam, hikmah serta wacana yang berimpak tinggi dalam wawasan penerokaan kecerdasan buatan atau artificial intelligence dan inovasi masa depan. Berkatilah sinergi strategik antara sektor akademik dan industri ini agar berupaya menjana penyelesaian mampan, memperkasa etika keilmuan dan memberi sumbangan bermakna kepada kemajuan peradaban manusia. Bimbinglah setiap pertukaran idea dan keputusan yang dimeterai agar forum ini mencapai objektif dengan penuh jayanya. Rabbana zalamna anfusana wa illam taghfir lana wa tarhamna lanakunanna minal khasirin. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa baraka wa sallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Taqabbalallahu minkum.
Amin, amin, amin. Ya Rabbal Alamin. Terima kasih diucapkan kepada Profesor T.S. Dr. Mazri Mohamed atas bacaan doa sebentar tadi. Semoga majlis kita pada hari ini mendapat keberkatan dan dipermudahkan segala urusan, insya-Allah. Hadirin sekalian, kita teruskan acara dengan ucapan keynote. Dengan penuh hormat, majlis menjemput Naib Chancellor SAiDTECH University, Profesor Dr. Nuraihan Abdul Hamid untuk menyampaikan ucapan bertajuk leading the AI feature, advancing research, innovation, education and community impact through global collaboration. Dengan segala hormatnya, majlis mempersilakan Profesor Dr. Noraihan Abdul Hamid.
Terima kasih pengurusi majlis. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yang berbahagia, Profesor IR Dr. Ahmad Nizar Harun, Chief Executive Officer MIMOS Academy Malaysia. Yang dihormati Mr. Mohamed Khairi Ibrahim, Professor of Practice, University. Yang terhormat Profesor Dr. Ucu Cahyana, Vice Rector 1 of Academic Affairs, Universitas Nusa Bangsa, Indonesia. Yang dihormati Vice President Dr. Nolina Kamudin, Vice President University. Yang berbahagia Profesor TS Dr. Prof Aedah, Dekan, Dean of School of AI, Artificial Intelligence and Digital Technologies, University, professors, head of departments, academicians, students, delegates of UNJ, UNB, welcome to University. It is my utmost pleasure to stand here today, to welcome everybody. It's my honor and privilege to welcome you to the inaugural International AI Research, Innovation and Industry Academia Roundtable Forum 2026 or IARIIRF 2026. So basically looking at this today marks a significant milestone, not only for AEU, but for our regional academic friends, colleagues, partners, and also the industry partners. This is actually what we call an innovation ecosystem. We are gathered at the moment when AI is no longer a distant frontier. It is here shaping how we learn, how we work, how we govern, how we imagine the future. The theme of this forum, AI, digital transformation, and regenerative education, bridging academia, industry, and society for collaborative futures, captures the urgency and the opportunity before us. Whether we like it or not, AI is transforming every sector, every generation. We can see right in front of us today, we have multi-generations before us. We have probably generation baby boomers, we have generation X, we also have generation Z. In future, we're going to have the alpha generation together with us, sitting side by side. So this is actually the moment of truth, the moment of challenge, for us to get together, to bring our resources, to bring our energy, to bring our ideas together. That is the moment for us to really build a better future based on our humanities. Regenerative education is more than reform. It is a paradigm shift in how we design learning, create knowledge, and connect education with people, culture, and society. It challenges us to move beyond simply adopting new technologies and instead ask how technologies such as AI, virtual reality, and other digital innovations can transform the way teaching and learning are designed and experienced. AI can support this transformation by enabling more personalized, adaptive, accessible, and data-informed learning, while also helping us educators extend their capacity to create, collaborate, and respond to diverse learners and community needs. The Roundtable Forum today will explore how emerging technologies can transform the design and teaching and learning. And it is hope, I believe, This is a way for us to create more innovative, immersive, inclusive, and learner-centered experiences while strengthening, of course, scientific theories, literacy, and connecting learning more meaningfully with real-world contexts. Looking at that, AsiaE University, we believe that our vision centers along the advancing technology with human values. That is something that has been ingrained in our DNA at AsiaE University. And of course, all of us are here because of that vision. And I really look forward for this meaningful discussion today between the academia, the industries, our learners, our students, and of course, the involvement of a larger community to bring together how we can turn technology, how we can actually use technology to bring more advancement to the humanities. Turning this vision into meaningful impact requires collaboration. So one of the core objectives of IARIIRF is to gather expert insights and identify strategic directions, also to help us, in particular for this event, SAiDTECH, with the core programs that we are offering in the information digital technologies and AI. We look at as universities, we carry a profound responsibility. We must prepare learners, not just for today's job, but tomorrow's uncertainties. We look at what's happening around us with the geopolitical unrest, with the economic uncertainties. These are all putting more pressure for us to realize that we cannot work in silos, that we need to work together and collaborate. So this is the synergy moving forward for the future generation. The presence of industry experts today signals a powerful truth. Innovation thrives when academia, industry, and the creative sector work together. Industry brings real-world challenges, market insights, technological capabilities, and an understanding of emerging workforce needs. Academia contributes research rigor, knowledge, critical thinking, and a commitment to educational and societal impact. The creative sector brings imagination, storytelling, design, and new ways of translating technology into meaningful human experience. Beyond research and technology, this forum is anchored in further community engagement. That's the reason why we bring together our community of learners, also professors, researchers today. And of course, it will not stop here. This is only one of our beginning, that our collaboration will take further, definitely, to expand further to all other international players, be it from the academia as well as the industry. Of course, not forgetting the community leaders and also NGOs for that matter, and also government agencies. Yeah? Today's program reflects this journey from dialogue to action. This morning, our coffee talk, which we will be witnessing shortly, brings together perspectives from academia, industry, digital technology, and the creative sector to explore how AI and digital transformation are reshaping education and innovation. This afternoon, we move from conversation to research, examining how immersive technologies, local wisdom, and cross-cultural collaboration can contribute to regenerative education. This is going to be a very interesting session in the afternoon. So I invite all of you here who will be participating throughout this event in the morning and also in the afternoon to share boldly, collaborate openly, question deeply, and imagine fearlessly. Let us use this forum to spark ideas that become research, research that becomes innovation, and innovation that becomes impact. In closing, I extend my deepest appreciation to the list of panel experts, our speakers for today, to the UNJ and UNB international delegates for being here today for the whole day, to MIMOS Academy also for supporting this event, and of course to all our learners, our academicians to be here today, and last but not least, my special congratulations to the team and leadership of SAiDTECH. Please join me to give them a big round of applause for their enduring commitment and to turn the vision of collaboration and research in AI and technology, turning it into a reality. So with that, may this forum be a catalyst for new partnerships, new discoveries, and new futures. With that, I officially open the International AI Research, Innovation, and Industry Academia Roundtable Forum 2026, IARIIRF 2026, and may all of you have a very productive and inspiring one. Wabillahi taufiq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, so kita teruskan dengan kita punya acara seterusnya iaitu Coffee Talk. Jadi bolehlah ambil kopi masing-masing, yang mana nak minum kopi ke. Kita duduk dengan selesa dan kita nikmati sesi perkongsian serta perbincangan yang pastinya menarik pada hari ini. Untuk sesi Coffee Talk kali ini, kita akan membincangkan tajuk Brewing Innovation where AI, Education, Industry and Creativity Converge. Bagi mengendalikan perbincangan ini, dengan sukacitanya saya menjemput moderator kita pada hari ini, Profesor Teknologis Dr. Aedah Abdul Rahman, Dean School of Artificial Intelligence and Technology, SAiDTECH University. Dipersilakan. Okey, dah tentunya kalau sudah ada moderator, mestilah kita ada barisan panel-panel yang hebat. Untuk sesi kali ini, kita amat bertuah kerana disertai oleh 3 panel daripada latar belakang dan institusi yang berbeza. So, saya ingin menjemput panel pertama, Professor of Practice Mr. Mohamed Khairi Ibrahim dari AEU atau dikenali sebagai Ibrahim. Dipersilakan. Panel kedua, Profesor IR Dr. Ahmad Nizar Harun, CEO MIMOS Academy. Dan panel ketiga, terbang jauh daripada Indonesia, Profesor Dr. Ucu Cahyana dari Universitas Nusa Bangsa. Hadirin sekalian, saya rasa kita semua sudah bersedia untuk mendengar perkongsian, idea dan perspektif daripada barisan panel kita. Jadi, tanpa melengahkan masa, saya dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan moderator bersama barisan panel untuk memulakan sesi Coffee Talk kita. Hadirin sekalian, sekali lagi berikan tepukan yang paling gemuruh kepada moderator dan barisan panel kita. Silakan.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good day. Thank you for all coming to this session. So we have an forum that we have invited all our expert panelists coming from the industry, academia and at international level. Okay, selamat datang kepada delegates yang ada daripada Indonesia dan juga staff and students from Asia University, UNJ. Okay, so the title of our session today is about brewing innovation where AI, education, industry and creativity converge. So we will look into the perspective roundtable about perfilman dan juga industry and also coming from the academic transformation. So this is a very relaxed situation that we will discuss about all these 3 perspectives. So I welcome Prof. Ucu, Prof. Nizam and Prof. Ai, okay, as our Professor of Practice from Asia University. So briefly, I would like to introduce them. Prof. Dr. Ucu is from University Nusa Bangsa, Indonesia. Okay, so he has a wide experience in academic transformation and his expertise is in immersive learning as well as virtual reality and science or chemical related. And Prof. Nizar, okay, is from MIMOS Academy. He's well-known industry speaker as well as has been involved in research and development at country level and already has been engaged in several research grants as well at international level. We have Prof. Ai, okay, from Asia Pacific University or APU. He has worked as a senior lecturer there at 2004, I think, and 2003 becoming our expert from the Professor of Practice at Asia University. Okay, so welcome to all the delegates. Thank you for becoming our expert speaker for today. So we are delighted to have you here, and we hope that you can give contribution to us so that we can see the synergy among all these three perspectives. So we also have some session with our audience engagement to ensure that they can also participate and give their perspective as well. So to start with the discussion, okay, as what we know, this talk is about innovations, research as well as industry. So we want to see what is being the innovation done by our expert panel and what is the AI perspective related that have been done. So we'll start with Prof. Ai in his field on the animation as well as filming. Okay, can you start with your session first?
Assalamualaikum and very good morning everyone. To be honest, saya tak biasa dipanggil sebagai Prof. Ai because I come from the industry actually. Talking about the AI, I've started my career as animators. So my background is all films, animations, creative designs, digital content. So I started with somewhere in 1995, very traditional way of doing animation. We draw frame by frames, drawings, using paper. Then the technology changed somewhere in year 2000s when most animations traditionally changed to digital, still frame by frames, drawings by hands, until my hands stitch here today. Tak keluar jahitan lagi ni, so asyik melukis saja. Then AI start to be evolved somewhere these few years back, and I can see it's totally changed a lot of things, the way we think, the process we work, and the outcome of the result of the project that we did also is totally changed. But it doesn't change the way we think in terms of creating the ideas. Everything is mostly still come from the humanity itself. AI, what I see from my point of view of creative people, so far, it's speed up the earlier process of ideations and creating the earlier designs of it before humans taking over back to tweak what AI provide for us. So that's the what I see the AI can be helpful in terms of speeding up, produce the process of the ideas and the design for the entire of the, in my context is like producing the films, the animation film. So from the script itself into the storyboard, and we're taking over back into the animation itself. Because for now, at the moment, not many industry can accept AI for producing their cartoons. So still, the cartoon is made by the humans. Either you choose 2D or 3D, but the AI already part of the productions at the earlier stage. For example, as I mentioned, producing the script, because of we need the proper formattings for the script itself, and but still the ideas from the script is come from the human itself. We creating the ideas. The thing is to make the script more proper, then we use AI to arrange it, structure it properly. Then on the storyboard part as well, we still do the ideas of the storyboard, but AI will do some kind of tweak or finishing or solid the visual of it. But sometimes cannot depend 100% of it. So that's what I can see AI can help our industries now.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Ai, okay? So I call you Mr. Ai or Prof. Ai? Mr. Ai, okay. So Mr. Ai is our professor of practice, but he's well known as Ibrahim in the public, okay? And he has been awarded 21 awards, I think, international level, coming across Europe, okay? And that's what makes us inviting him for today's session to share on how we can also embed his expertise and ideas into our creative programs coming from BDCM and also BAGD at AAU. So what I can conclude from Mr. Ai's presentation is that technology can change very quickly, but humans still have to play their important roles, okay, and behind it is the human touch as well. So human imagination cannot be replaced. We still need human to perform the intelligence for our final product of creative media. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ai. So then we proceed to the innovations and innovation and industry side, okay, Prof. Nizar. So from your experience leading the national tech projects, how do you personally define AI-driven innovation?
Assalamualaikum and very good morning. Apa khabar semua? Okay, I think the question is a bit difficult. I try to answer as best I can. For me, I started to learn AI since 2020 October. Anyone remember what's that date? The born of ChatGPT, correct? So we started from there because I just joined MIMOS 1.5 years ago. So before that, I was in consultant company. So we tried to make a business. So my business is to train people in AI. So I adopted ChatGPT. We queue, I think for about a month. I cannot get access. Then I was chosen among doctors in Malaysia. Then I start to use. I found out, what is this? This is rubbish. Cannot be used at all. I asked something else. I got different answer. So what happened is I never give up. Every day I try to build a syllabus. I try to build. Then my first job, I been tasked to train all the professor in Faculty AI, UTM. So all the best. They have been teaching AI for 20 years. Then some of them very good in machine learning, deep learning, whatsoever. I say, oh, it's something new. Okay, never mind, because we are businessmen. We have to take care of all these people. Then I thought it's only UTM people, but apparently they also invite University Kelantan, University Terengganu, University Malaya. So many of them in my class, this two days class. But I noticed one thing. AI is a destructive technology. Not many people know. Then from there, I evolved. I tweak my syllabus, then my way of presentation I change until today I confirm it's really destructive. It's really destructive. Okay. Similarly, if you familiar with Grab, maybe people in northern area, Maxim whatsoever, right? I think everybody you know Grab. So already kill an industry called taxi. AI will kill everybody. Will kill everybody. Seriously. Because the power of AI today, if I measure, one person with AI capability is equivalent to 100 people. I confirm. Yesterday I was with Encik Saki bin Abdullah, is the CEO of Institut Terjemahan dan Buku Malaysia. So he doing translation. I said, how much money you need to pay for a person to translate a books? He said, per page, about 200 words. He pay about 40 to 15 ringgit. One book is about maybe a day it will cost them about 2,000 ringgit. This is good money to become a translator. So a month, that person could get like 40,000 freelance. He pay all the freelance. Okay. Then how long you take to translate a book like Jalaluddin Rumi? Some of the book with some series, a year. How much money you pay? About 500,000. So I said, can we have a challenge? One day, 1,000 books to be translated in Malay. I got 10 people. Then in a year, can we make 1 million? 1 million books to translate. So I show him the capability of some of the translation that I have done. Some of the book that I wrote. He impressed. How good is the AI that he never imagined? Then what is the barrier today? Because it's the literacy. He never know. He said if he know, he will engage MIMOS Academy at maybe 5 years ago. But today he just heard and he just saw. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I also have a late night dinner with Egyptian company. He came here to make a business of AI, right? So he used LLM to, you put 1 million parameter of data whatsoever, for example, your passport, your IC number, so he can correl within 20 seconds and can make mathematical modeling whatsoever. When he came, I think Egypt and us, because we start at the same time. Everybody learned 2020 at the same time. Then I proud to be Malaysian, because whatever Egyptian is showing to me, all Malaysian can do it. It's not rocket science. I can teach. Anybody can use ChatGPT or Gemini, or maybe use a Chinese one, Quen. The same capability, in 20 minutes, you can be like them. I also amazed by myself, because inside the class we are doing this almost every week. We are running a class. So we have that kind of capability that the Egyptian do not know. They are running a company in Egypt, very successful person. They are very rich, a millionaire. But because of the literacy, because of that, they do not know that the Malaysian is better than them. So they came to Malaysia purposely to tell that they can do this and that using LLM. Said no, Malaysian also can do it. Not the programmer, the driver also can do it, the clerk also can do it. I have proved that. Right? So last year when I was conducted a class in Smart Sabah, I think Smart Sabah is a Sabah ICT arm of the Sabahan. So I met the CEO, said AI for everyone. This guy, Nizar, are you sure? This is the very destructive word, because AI for all. He said this is not for programmer only. Only programmer can learn. So then I said no. You just send your people. He agreed. He said I will send all. I thought he only send executive. He sent clerk. He sent driver. Inside my class. This clerk and driver, first, he do not have any computer. He had to borrow for somebody else. He do not know the password of the person that he borrowed the computer. Is number one. Number two, when he type, very slow. A, B, I have to wait. So, this is disaster. I make a mistake. I told the CEO, are you sure you want to send this kind of people? I said, Nizar, this is for, you said for everybody. I trust you. I pay. Teach them. The next day I come to the class, I say I die like this guy. First day I teach something. I teach them mathematics, how to solve mathematics problem using AI. Then I teach how to crunch all the books into an AI. Then you can just chat. Then the next day I asked the auntie, what you do with my AI when I taught you yesterday? He said, Professor, thanks a lot. I do not have money to go for tuition, to send my daughter to tuition. But my daughter like to learn mathematics, but he do not know how to got the answer. I do not have money to buy books. I said, he's only cleaner. At the age of 50 something, he said, so what do you do yesterday? Because Prof teach me how to use ChatGPT to answer all the mathematics problem. Now I can teach my daughter. It's totally different. I said, auntie, where do you learn at maths? No, Professor, I graduated, I do not finish my study, SPM. No SPM, but can teach mathematics. So can you imagine? This is totally different from whatever we think. Today we have a series of classes for Nadi, MIMOS Academy, part of the teacher for Nadi. We thought that people do not like AI. This is our first thinking. Maybe they come to the class just to say hello to us, something like that. Maybe they, some of them maybe not yet married. Maybe want to know whether got any chance inside the community or not whatsoever. But yesterday I have to send to M.Si, the board of director of M.Si. I told them, please do not disqualify, because now we have to disqualify some people. We have exam. From 1,500 we have to cut to 750, because we want to make sure that the only interested person take the exam, learn so hard to be qualified to second level, the intermediate. But what happened? I received a lot of WhatsApp with crying face. Please do not disqualify us. We want to learn more. It's something. This is I never imagined. I sent all the WhatsApp messages to the board of director MCMC, so they will have a special meeting to make sure there's no exam anymore. all Malaysian citizen can learn AI through Nadi. That's all. My only word here is AI is a disruptive technology. Thank you, moderator.
Okay. Thank you, Prof. Nizar. Very interesting perspective from our innovation expert. Okay. Prof. Nizar is from the industry, about 20 years, together with our speaker, Prof. Mr. Ayi as well. So we have learned about two perspectives coming from the creative, technology, and from the industry side. As what Prof. Nizar mentioned, that AI is changing the world, not only at the technical level, but also at the society level. So with this, we want to integrate the concept that we have in the morning, looking into the perspective and lens from our industry and experience that they have towards the final impact. To our side, we have around 4 cycles, and the final one is we want to see the convergence of all the different perspectives. Okay, thank you, Prof. Nizar, for the inputs. And now we move towards our academic or education perspective. Okay, Prof. Dr. Ucu, he's from Universitas Nusa Bangsa, and Prof. Dr. Ucu has been in the education industry for many years. Okay, so dengan we will just use mixed language. Okay, Prof. Ucu, is it okay? Okay, so thank you for coming, flying from Indonesia, far away across the sea. And we are happy to have you here, okay, to share your knowledge and experience, becoming the academic as well as transforming into leadership role, and how does we can embed AI and innovation to make it as something that we can benefit from for our young researchers and lead lecturers that we have here, for them to be encouraged as well as to include AI in their digital practices. And now we are not just moving only to have digital innovations, but also to make AI as part of everyday life. Okay, Prof. Ucu, maybe we can have your perspective.
Yeah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. Sorry, may I speak Indonesian?
Yeah, it's okay. We can use mixed language.
Because yesterday, Independence Day Indonesia ke-81, today speak in Indonesia. Thank you, this moderate perspektif AI untuk kegiatan akademik di perguruan tinggi. Perkembangan AI di perguruan tinggi tentu memiliki dampak positif dan negatif. Kita lihat dampak positifnya, tetapi dampak negatifnya juga seperti yang disampaikan oleh Prof. Nizar tadi juga, AI will killing everybody. Bagi dunia pendidikan, AI disambut dengan sangat antusias. Tetapi bagi dunia pendidikan, AI juga menjadi problem. Posisi lecturer, posisi teacher ini juga terancam dengan adanya AI. Nah, saya ingin melihat dari 3 aspek. Yang pertama, AI itu dari sisi aspek positifnya akan menyebabkan terjadinya akselerasi efisiensi pembelajaran atau perkuliahan. Di mana AI sekarang digunakan secara luas di perguruan tinggi, pertama untuk kegiatan riset, baik itu riset dosen maupun riset-riset mahasiswa. Dengan AI, kita bisa melihat studi literatur lebih awal. Bantuan AI juga kita bisa melihat topik riset menarik apa, ide riset menarik apa. Jadi riset problem, dosen dan mahasiswa bisa menggunakan bantuan AI. Kebetulan saya sedang mengembangkan riset tentang pengembangan virtual reality, augmented reality, integrated AI. Dari bantuan ChatGPT Gemini, saya bisa mencari, memformulasikan berbagai kemungkinan integrasi VR, AR dengan AI dengan sangat kompleks sekali dan sangat beragam. Jadi saya juga dunianya langsung terbuka. Jadi pada posisi itu tidak tidak killing for me ya Pak Prof Nizar. Tetapi itu advantage, keunggulan. Jadi dengan AI, kegiatan riset dosen dan mahasiswa bisa lebih cepat. Studi literatur, pengolahan data awal, pengembangan ide. Dan saya lihat sekarang mahasiswa saya sekarang bisa, my student, bisa menyelesaikan tulisan tesis, skripsi, disertasinya menjadi lebih cepat, bisa tepat waktu. Itu kemudian juga AI digunakan secara luas dalam penulisan makalah. Mahasiswa saya bisa cepat sekali kalau diberikan tugas menulis paper sekarang, dan saya juga kaget juga, kok papernya bagus sekali. Ketika mahasiswa presentasi, tugas, proyek mahasiswa presentasi, saya lihat yang presentasi kok cepat sekali jawab pertanyaan sulit dari temannya. Saya lihat, mereka ternyata buka AI. Wah, ini problem nantinya ya, kita bahas problemnya. Kemudian AI juga membantu dosen dalam mempersiapkan modul-modul perkuliahan. Bahkan saya lihat beberapa dosen dengan cepatnya menyiapkan bahan paparan dari AI. Dan tampilannya bagus, lengkap. Mahasiswa juga begitu. Ketika bahan paparan sekarang itu mahasiswa bagus sekali, Pak Khairi dan Pak Nizar. Jauh lebih bagus dari 2 tahun yang lalu. Tampilannya, isinya, sistematika jauh lebih bagus. Wah. Itu dari aspek positifnya. Jadi dia mengakselerasi efisiensi sistem perkuliahan, iya. Mahasiswa bisa kuliah lebih cepat, menyelesaikan proyek-proyek tugas lebih cepat, dosen mempersiapkan perkuliahan lebih cepat. 1 jam sebelum kuliah dia buat PPT sebentar, minta chat GPT, Gemini, sudah jadi itu bahan paparan. Kadang-kadang saya juga kalau kepepet, saya buka juga AI. Itu dari sisi efisiensi sangat luar biasa. Kemudian juga AI bisa melakukan mengembangkan personalisasi pembelajaran. Karena fungsi AI personalisasi learning, adaptive learning, analysis learning. Jadi AI bisa digunakan oleh dosen untuk melakukan personalisasi pembelajaran karena setiap mahasiswa memiliki kemampuan yang berbeda-beda. Dan di situ kita punya database dengan sistem analysis learning, kita punya database setiap mahasiswa kemampuannya posisinya di mana, sehingga memberi materi perkuliahan kita bisa sesuaikan, personalized learning. Itu dari sisi aspek positifnya. Nah, aspek negatifnya, maka dunia akademik harus melakukan adopsi, kebijakan adopsi secara cepat sekarang. Kita belum memiliki aturan etik penggunaan AI di dalam kegiatan akademik. Batasan-batasan belum jelas, sehingga dosen pun melarang mahasiswa menggunakan AI tidak bisa. Tetapi adopsinya ini harus cepat, setiap perguruan tinggi saya kira dunia akademik harus melakukan transformasi bagaimana mengatur tata kelola penggunaan AI di dalam kegiatan akademik. Dan ini belum ada acuannya, Prof. Semuanya masih kaget dengan perkembangan AI di dalam kegiatan akademik. Apalagi kalau mahasiswa berlangganan chat GPT dan Gemini yang premium, wah lebih canggih lagi jawaban mahasiswanya. Dan dia mengolah datanya lebih cepat daripada software statistik. Kalau software pakai SAM, analisis statistik yang rumit, itu AI bisa dengan cepat yang premium. Nah, saya kira mudah-mudahan nanti dari Pak Khairi dan Prof Nizar bisa memberikan sumbangan bagaimana batasan-batasan penggunaan AI di dalam kegiatan akademik. Saya dalam perkuliahan tidak lagi memberikan tugas ujian paper kepada mahasiswa, karena pasti paper bagus. Tetapi adopsi itu harus dibuat bahwa analytical thinking, problem solving, creativity mahasiswa tetap harus terjaga. Kalau tidak nanti mahasiswa kita, betul Prof Nizar, willing everybody. Mahasiswa kita tidak lagi memiliki kemampuan critical thinking, creativity, problem solving, analysis thinking. Ini harus dijaga karena semuanya buka AI, termasuk anak-anak sekolah SMA apalagi, bahaya itu. Anak-anak kita ke depan tidak lagi sebagai inovator, tidak lagi memiliki kemampuan problem solving karena menanyakan hal yang pribadi pun sudah ke AI. Memilih baju aja tanya AI. Bapak-bapak mau ada pameran mobil misalkan kemarin di kebetulan Jakarta baru ada pameran mobil. Untuk membeli mobil ABCD meminta pertimbangan AI, beli mobil yang mana sekarang yang paling cocok. Bahaya juga. Kalau nanti meminta mana calon istri saya yang paling cocok. Bahaya Prof Nizar ya. Nanti di perkuliahan mahasiswa mencari pembimbing tugas akhir karya ilmiahnya, mana dosen yang paling enak. Tanya lagi ke AI. Bahaya sekali. Jadi kita harus melakukan regulasi kebijakan adopsi penggunaan AI di dalam kegiatan akademik. Ini urgen sekali. Kalau dalam Roundtable Kapitok hari ini bisa menggulirkan satu rekomendasi bagaimana kebijakan tata kelola penggunaan AI dalam kegiatan akademik akan sangat bagus dan itu bisa kita publish di media dan mudah-mudahan itu bisa dibaca oleh semua perguruan tinggi sehingga setiap perguruan tinggi bahkan di Kementerian Pendidikan Nasionalnya membuat sebuah kebijakan. Ini mendesak sebetulnya. Aspek positifnya sangat bagus, sangat baik, tetapi aspek negatif, critical thinking, creativity, innovation, problem solving, analytical thinking, mahasiswa khawatir 5-10 tahun lagi akan sangat lemah. Termasuk juga kepekaan, etiknya dia menjadi sangat lemah nanti. Nah itu yang saya kira dari perspektif dunia akademik, Ibu Moderator, menjadi penting kita diskusikan lebih lanjut dan ada 2 pakar AI di sebelah saya ini mudah-mudahan bisa memberikan sumbangan bagaimana kebijakan transformasi kebijakan tata kelola penggunaan AI di dalam dunia akademik. Terima kasih.
Prof, boleh saya bicara sekejap?
Boleh. Teruskan.
Bercakap. Terima kasih Prof. Saya bercakap tentang positif dan negatifnya. Di universiti saya mengajar sekarang ni, my current university is Asia Pacific Universities. We have a lot of foreign students from every of the STAN country, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Bhutan, Kyrgyzstan, all the STAN country, and from the China itself, and every country is there. So their language of English is, some of them is very, very bad. So what I see is, in my context of creative industry, we ask them to learn the principle of animation by theory and by practical. So they need to producing the animation itself or even the character design, right? When we have a discussion in class, they can't speak at all. They can't speak at all to clarify what they produce in terms of animations or the character design. But at the same time, they have to complete some kind of reports because some of the assessment is they have a report. When they submit the reports, that what make me shocked. Terkejut. Kerana reportnya sempurna. Serba sempurna. Segala jenis English perfect. Dan disampaikan dengan begitu tersusun. Systematic. And I compare with the work that they draw. So different. So that's why I see the negative part of it. They are too dependable on AI to just producing some kind of written report, but they don't even understand what is the content. And saya dipilih juga, ini satu kes yang lain. Saya dipilih juga sebagai ketua juri di peringkat nasional untuk digital storytelling animation for Malaysian primary and secondary school. Sekolah menengah dan sekolah rendah di peringkat kebangsaan. Dan AI dibenarkan. Maka yang saya lihat di sini negatifnya adalah pelajar-pelajar ini di-expose untuk produce AI project animation. From the ideas itself, storytelling itself. They're using the AI. For example, they just choose one topic, Pak Pandir, ataupun Puteri Gunung Ledang. After that, they just say, please create a story of Puteri Gunung Ledang. Boom. From the ideas itself. And then after that, go to the storyboard and again go to the animation. Also using AI. Okay, regardless what kind of platform of AI. Tapi hasilnya AI. Kesannya di sini adalah bila anak-anak ini meningkat usia, pergi ke universitas. Yang mana kebanyakan universiti di Malaysia ini, ataupun saya rasa di mana-mana juga, jika kamu memilih fakulti atau school yang melibatkan creative industry or school of media, art and design or even animation, one of the priority criteria is the individual must have to have a talent of drawings for design things and animation. Bila usia sebegini muda, mereka sudah didedahkan dengan AI 100%. Dari ideas hingga ke producing the project. It make them lazy to draw or to animate by themselves. Yang itu saya kurang setuju. Tapi yang bagusnya, ya, dia mempercepatkan proses, dia memberi lebih idea kepada anak-anak ini. Jadi, ya, saya setuju di mana nak diletakkan peratusan AI terhadap kerja-kerja yang dihasilkan oleh pelajar. Adakah we have to make collaboration with AI or non-AI or 50% using of AI is allowed or how? We still working on it. Yang dekat situ saya nampak masih tidak ada keseimbangan di situ. Ya, ini saya kongsi sedikit.
Terima kasih Prof. Ai. So interesting experience and inputs coming from Prof. Ucu and also Mr. Ai. So I agree as well that we need to have a special framework, okay, to have governance for all academic project or any assessment project, so that we can have one agreement across countries, Malaysia, Indonesia, and maybe in the regions as well. Sorry. Okay. So as per Prof. Dr. Ucu mentioned just now that we can embed AI into our policies, into our current academic processes, okay, as well as lecturers and students are already using the AI from the beginning. But we need to know how genuine it is our product at the end. So the challenge is to our assessor, our lecturer and academics to ensure that how do we get the right marks for them. So we need to ensure that what percentage that we require, maybe 50%, some percentage or ratio that is eligible for them to be given certain mark. And maybe from this first session or first cycle, we can try to come out with one agreed framework or one processes. Maybe later on we can publish some outcome from this. Okay, so for today's cycle 1, we have heard from 3 perspectives. That is creativity give innovation to the human voice, industry give it a pathway to the applications, as well as academia give its knowledge and talents. So we understand that within these 3 perspectives is a challenge to us, and this actually needs to talk to each other. So all these perspectives, we need to have one common framework for us to ensure that we agree to each other. Okay, otherwise we will make sure we will have some impact at the end that our human or our citizens might not have that critical thinking anymore. Okay, so that's the challenge for us. So we know that AI is a disruptive technology, but we still need some percentage of how genuine is our product at the end. Okay. So our second cycle, we go through to the second cycle, which is about regenerative education and academic transformation, which leads to our talk today. Okay, before that, if there is any question from the panel, from the public, okay, the audience today, if you have, you can give one question before we proceed to the next cycle. Okay, so for regenerative education, is becoming increasingly important as universities prepare learners for an AI-driven future. So we will look into these matters about how this field contributes to the transformations of regenerative educations. Okay, so the word might a bit complicated or complex, but it's actually having some regenerative education, some renewable knowledge or transformation of education to the community and also in the society. So we want to know the inputs coming from creative industry, as well as innovation and industry as well as education. So maybe we can start with Prof. Nizar first.
Okay, let me tell a story. So last year, I think we have an event with Minister of Home Minister, Moha, Kementerian Dalam Negeri. So I was at the stage similar like this. So I have been tasked to talk about about AI. So beside me, I have National AI Office, the CEO. At that time, Mr. Sam Majid. Then I also have VC from UiTM, Dato' Dr. Shahrin Sahib, beside me. Then the VC of UiTM make a very strong statement. He said, AI will never can replace human. I think very strong statement. So which I also totally disagree. Beside him, so I disagree. So he said AI never. So he said he make one example, musics. Music can never, AI can never beat human. So this is the statement he gave to, I think there's about 1,000 people came at that forum. So and then said, Prof, are you sure your statement? You have to be careful. So Nizar, this is very, very confirm. I can prove that it will never happen. But today, can you open YouTube? Almost all the musics today, the best one, are from AI. The country music in US, #1 is from AI. Grammy Award, I think #6, written by somebody that he never declare his name. #6 is from AI. He never want to go to the stage because he said, I make it from AI. AI can play 16 instrumentation. It can orchestrate 16 instrumentation. Human only can beat maybe 10, 12 because the more the merrier, then become jungle. You do not know which is guitar, which is drum, whatsoever. But AI can do that, very synchronized, about 16 instrumentation. AI voice can go until certain tone that human cannot reach, very high pitch. So I confirm today, AI has replaced some of the human work. For example, writing song. Writing movies in the future, people scared. It will replace easily. Then today, I want to change the statement of the VC of UiTM that person who know AI can replace the person who do not know AI. I think that's very confirm lah. Very confirm. Because when I was in industry, so I used to interview a lot of people every day. People used to work with KPMG, EY, Accenture, McKinsey. They came to us because obviously we pay more. Then we grow the local talent. The rest is they have to work with American. The first thing I asked, do you know AI? I said, I do not know. They said, okay, I do not take you. Sorry. That's all. So I graduated from Cambridge. Regardless, are you from Cambridge or not, you have to have AI capability with you. If not, I will not take. That's very straightforward. I am a humble person, but in AI, I'm very straight. You do not know AI, don't join my company. That's all. Because I already saw many of my colleagues, many of my staff who know AIs, their power, for example, making slide. Right? If you do not learn any slide, to make beautiful slide, I think you can make by learning by yourself, maximum 20. My staff can do few hundred in one prompt. Few hundred slides. Very beautiful, very correct. McKinsey, look and feel. Roller and Badger, look and feel. All the expensive consultant. I did, most of the tender that we participated at the time, I forced my team to use AI. The first one, I do not have any English mistake. That's very important. Or Malay mistake. Second one, the formatting is very correct. The answer is very correct. So when we enter any tender, if you know the price, basically we win. Because our technical quality of submission, we have no mistake. Okay, back to education, generative AI, because this is some experience. So I just to understand the landscape of the education today. Yes, it's a disruptive again. People submit any example thesis, dissertation of thesis, assignment, whatsoever. I think we cannot avoid people use AI to write anything. to answer any question. Right? I think this is very, very correct and very, very true, because this is the Gen Z that we are talking about. They know AI, then they submit using AI lah. Why stopping them? So as an educator, we need to change. If you still remain the same person as yesterday, then you are lagging, because people are catching up. So I also tweak around. We have a lot of discussion with all the lecturers. Then I also conduct a special class, how to write a PhD in 3 months. It's destructive. I don't want to teach, but this is technology. I cannot do. If I don't teach, other people can teach, then I lost money. Sometimes they pay me, sometimes they pay me. Then I have a high demand of all the government officers said, Nizar, we don't have time. Can you conduct a class? And today I still got message. They want a one-day class, how to write a thesis in 3 months. So I said, okay, I can teach, no problem. Then I asked them, how many percent do you want to be detected in turning in? You know turning in UTM, you turn in. I can design. You want 0%? Yes. You want 12%? Yes. You have 30%. I can design. That is just destructive at all. But I always tell them, if you are very good, don't put 0%. Make obvious lah. Make some percent. At least the citation must be captured. At least 33%. Then you send. Okay. If you listen these kind of things, maybe Dr. Prof Nizar is bluffing whatsoever. I prove myself. I make a paper, about 10 minutes. I send to a conference called IARIIRF. You know IARIIRF? Yeah. Some chapter, computer science, whatsoever. Then the recent one in Putrajaya, they also conference. In 10 minutes, I submit a proof. Then I have to present. Then it's another issue lah. Because I need to pay $1,000 kan. But just to tell you, for any lecturer, if you want to pile up all your literature review, all your conference paper, all your journal, nobody can stop you. But how education should evolve? Again, like Prof Uchusut said just now, they cannot present well, because they do not know the subject. Okay, that's another challenge. But as an educator, I change my method of teaching. Right? Every class, I have an exam. Every class. Then I said, after I teach you all, the last 10 minutes before we finish, I give you an exam. That exam, if a lecturer want to build 50, 60 questions, maybe you take 3 days lah. If you don't have time, then you have to make sure the A, B, C, D, A is what, B is what. But with AI, on the spot, before I give them an exam, in 2 minutes, I'm ready to give them an exam. When I give them the exam, all the marks will be taken care by the AI. AI mark, not me. I don't have time. Then I know which student pay attention in my teaching. And it's very easy, very example. Then when I teach, my graphic, people like graphic, right? People don't want like text anymore. The graphic is made by AI. When I teach, the graphic is being produced on my left-hand side. People become, they are waiting, what graphic is coming out, what graphic, and every time when I teach, the graphic is different. I also surprised, what kind of graphic coming out, what graphic coming out. But it's interesting. I make a Mentimeter, Kahoot, inside the class, because this is very interesting. People want, yes sir, I want to participate. Then I make the class lively. Lively how? I ask AI. I ask question. For example, I ask how many LLM in AI, for example. So a simple question. Then there's a question answer 5, 6, 7, 8. I turn on my PC. I give a command to my AI. You listen to all the answer, then you find the internet, whether correct or not. The AI, once they answer, they tell, this is correct, this lie. Different teaching, different kind of teaching. Then sometimes I have a debate. Some facts is wrong. Some numbers given by my student is wrong. 5,784, no. 5,932. AI can fix it because AI have live communication with the internet. Then he know what is the correct number. Population of Malaysia. Sometimes you speak 32 million. Is it 32 million? AI will say 33.5678 as today. It's different. It's a different kind of education. So we make the class lively. We make the class more fashionable, right? Not boring. Then again, assignment is not the way to qualify the student. Okay, what is the purpose of teaching? Can anybody answer here? I think some of you are students, some of you is a lecturer. What is the purpose of teaching? Okay, I'll give you A, to bully the student. When I took PhD, this is my personal experience. When I registered with Dr. Ahmad, said, Nizar, PhD is very easy. Whatever you do, you just translate to become thesis. I registered. For the first 3 years, I become a lab assistant. Build the lab, build the magnet. 3 years, lab assistant. Then when the 4th year, where is your journal? Because you need a journal to call it graduate. At the first day, you never tell me I need a journal. Then the game start. And English lah, whatever. But that one is okay. Number 1, you want to bully a student. Number 2, it happened to me. It's being bullied. After I graduated, we got ton of journal, ton of conference that published together, which is her KPI, I know, because all the lecturer need to produce publication, right? I think standard. Then ask the student lah, don't do yourself. Ask your student, bully your student. Number 2, the purpose of education is to make sure the student remember when he left the school, when he left the university. Are you agree with me? Remember the book. When I studied in Japan, I don't understand the language. It's very difficult. In order to read Japanese book, you need 2,000 characters to memorize. How smart are you? How smart are you? You cannot remember 2,000. ABCD 24 pun, I think we forget some. Now you have to remember 2,000. Minimum. How many characters in Japanese? 10,000. Crazy. This nation is very crazy. In fact, sometimes I read newspaper, I cannot read some of the character. I ask Japanese, what is this? Can you say he also don't know? It's a funny story. The Japanese also cannot read the newspaper. He cannot pronounce what is that, but he just guessed lah, because it's a sentence, right? This is a sentence. Right? So it's it's something like this lah. So I say, okay, this is very interesting. Then, okay, is it the purpose of education to memorize? Okay, because I cannot read Japanese very well, I memorized the entire book. I can write the book again if I lost the book. You can imagine, but I don't understand. Any exam, in memory, similar, right? Similar. Then many times my professor called me, Nizar, I asked this, how come you answer this? Sir, this is the one I memorized from my memory, from the books, I just write. Sorry, I cannot understand. So okay, he give me a pass mark. Pass mark is 60, give me 60. Because my effort. He said, I cannot find any Japanese can memorize the entire book like you. Then I asked my friend, after first year we finish, then we met together again. Some people, I studied in Akita, some in Tokyo, some in Kanagawa, whatever, I met them. Macam mana you lulus peksa? Kita hafal buku lah. Same method. But okay, the question, is it education for purpose to memorize the book or become a good you memorize something, then you become a great person when you work? I think the answer is no. Until today, I still teaching, because my passion is teaching. I still teaching 8086. Do you know 8086? People who teach microcontroller. When I was born, 8086 never have born yet. After I born, the 8080 has been terminated in this world, discontinued. But in every university, including Harvard, still teaching 8086. If I memorize 8086, anything that I can do with this 8086, it already disappeared in this world, the knowledge. So the answer is no. Okay, number 3. You want the student to be generative. Okay, now the word generative come out, right? That's why the ChatGPT, Gemini is generative AI. They call it generative AI. Then some AI call it co-pilot. They don't call it pilot. Okay, use my pilot, no. Use my co-pilot, Microsoft. Okay, because I think it's very, very consistent. You need to be a generative person. Okay, you make song, you copy people's song. People get say, what is this? You copy people's song, infringement, copyright, whatsoever, right? You can go to jail. You copy other people's book. You said, this is my book. You go to jail. Correct? Because it's copyright. You will be sued by the court, whatsoever, right? So again, education is not making you memorize more things. It's not making you to become bullied by the lecturer. Actually, to become a creative and generative person in terms of mind. Who can help you? AI. Okay. I have an idea, a great idea, to do something, right? Okay, example, my wife. She like to decorate house. She like. But when she decorate, she make mistake. He buy wrong colors of cushion. Buy the tema is wrong. Blah blah blah. Sometimes he look a movie, Turkish movie, Utugur. Then if he say, okay, Utugur is the best. All the red. My house must be all red. The carpet is red. The curtain must be red. Then I came back home. Oh, alamak, what is this? Now back to the future. Then he changed. Maybe something that more advanced, but not matching here and there. But after I teach her AI, ChatGPT, she took picture, then she go to the some what you call kedai langsir, take a look, take a picture, blah blah blah. He show, okay, what do you think? Basically, as a man, you must agree. As a man, don't disagree with your wife. I say agree. Whatever you have to do, you agree first. I think ChatGPT is the best. I said, even though you agree, my wife also will become, I disagree lah. I think this design is better. Okay, yes. I also agree. Let her talk by herself. If I make a mistake, forever I suffer. I say agree. He bought. Then after that, he decorate. Then, abang, very poor our design. This is your fault. Forever she will repeat again and again. But today with ChatGPT saved my life. So she used ChatGPT to decorate my house. Okay, it's okay, right? But just it's a joke. But I want to tell you that AI is your assistant to write a book, to create a poem, to create a multimedia content. Because I think multimedia content, the most difficult is storyboard. You give a task, make a movie of Gunung Ledang. The student also don't know what is this Gunung Ledang. Maybe foreigner also blur, what is it Gunung Ledang? Putri Gunung Ledang. But they can find, because AI can find, can create a very good storyboard. We can create a good script. What is your task? Your task is to modify. I make a lot of song. I have a student, after I teach him Suno, I taught him Suno, persistently every day, he produced one song in YouTube. And then he will post to me, Nizar, this is my new creation, blah, blah, blah. Now I am a musician. In my life, this is my dream. I say, oh, this is your dream? So can you play any guitar, whatever, drum? He said, I do not know. My dream is to become a musician. He produced a day. He's satisfied. That at least a hobby that forbidden you to do something bad things, right? Eating a lot at night also is forbidden for Malay because it become kencing manis whatsoever. So it is forbidden. But is it forbidden for you to write music a day, give to a friend? Then he also make a perfume. He mix a lot of perfume to sell to the market. I think Shopee, whatever you can find. I can find him. Then the perfume is very good. Say, where do you learn? AI. No ways. No ways to become a chemical engineer in a day. But AI can. He give you a good... I think I also confirm my wife like to cook. But I become the guinea pig. After he cook something, this is curry Bangladesh. Curry Bangladesh, I was so surprised. When you eat, you cannot say, not delicious. Cannot. Delicious, very good. Why do you find this? And they say, okay, some book here and there, right? But after I introduced ChatGPT, the cook is good. The cook is good. Then I no more become a guinea pig. I'm not victim. I said, eat. So nice. Alhamdulillah. Because of AI saved me. But AI also got bad character or bad side work. because some people kill himself because AI asked, because there's no solution, please suicide. He jump from the building, he take a knife, kill whatsoever. This happen also. But I always tell all the educator, AI is like a knife. You want to cut vegetable, you want to cut apple, it's your choice. You want to kill somebody, by all means, the knife can kill somebody. So again, as educator, we need to change our mindset, our way of teaching, our way of thinking. We cannot blame the student, right? You just use ChatGPT. There's one faculty in UiTM, Faculty of Law. He forbidden all the students to use AI. Forbidden, cannot use. You access internet, all the AI is blocked. There is also an organization called TMB. In one time, they block all the AI not to be used, right? So I said, this is cannot, please open. You cannot stop technology. You cannot stop technology because technology is coming very, very fast. In fact, yesterday, my friend is a developer, again from Egypt, the same person. He said, I only can slow down the progress of AI because of the capability. Almost reach human, he said. Almost reach human. Because we are the human who teach them. You use ChatGPT every day, we teach the AI to become better and better. In one point. Any thinking. Today, I think there is a company appointed CEO AI as a CEO. I think it's a Malaysian company. I forget. You can imagine. Now CEO like me will be fired. No need already. There's a company kan. It's very popular in news. I think a company. I forgot the company. Later if I remember, I will remind again. Same thing. Will kill everybody, including the CEO. No need CEO. Then there's a lot of experiment using AI. I think programmer will be suffering because if you don't change the method of you do programming. The recent one, Kimi, K3. I think if you play along with AI, you know Kimi K3 is from Moonshoot. Today the parameter is about 2.8 trillion. He copy Mac OS. You know, as a programmer, the most difficult for you in your life is to copy OS, operating system. You need 1,000 people, but a person do that using AI. So today, your food, your life, everything is covered by AI. Then AI know better. Your research, your publication. Of course, October 2022, the publication is rubbish. Today, I can challenge you. You read my publication that I produce AI. You cannot find any mistake, one thing. Number two, look very real. Then sometimes there is spelling grammar, purposely put there. Because to make sure that, oh, this is human. AI will not make spelling grammar. But when I prompt, I say make sat one or two without S, R is mistake. Because then when people read, oh, this is human. It's being cheated by AI. All right, thank you, Prof. Moderator.
Thank you, Prof.
That's
Nizar.
all.
Okay, very insightful. Okay, from our industry speaker, Prof. Nizar. Okay, so he has given various perspectives. Okay, in industry as well in life, and how it makes people happy, community happy, as well it can also give negative impact. So it's up to us to choose which one is the best for us and make sure we use AI for the right purpose. That's where AI can become our companion and assistance, okay, but with the right vision and mission. Okay, so maybe we can move towards Prof. Ucu. One or two lines, Prof. Ucu, before we go to the next cycle.
Okay, thank you. How integrating AI into regenerative education practices. Bagaimana mengintegrasikan AI dalam pendidikan praktis? Saya kira ada 3 hal di situ. Yang pertama adalah bagaimana mengintegrasikan immersive teknologi dengan AI sekarang. Bagaimana immersive teknologi, augmented reality, virtual reality diintegrasikan dengan AI. Karena integrasi teknologi imersif dengan AI itu akan sangat membantu proses pendidikan, mulai dari pendidikan dasar sampai perguruan tinggi. Bagaimana dia belajar sains. Bagaimana dia belajar atom, struktur molekul, itu dengan bantuan teknologi imersif dan AI itu akan sangat membantu simulasi dengan augmented reality akan tersimulasi 3 dimensi. Bagaimana itu air yang biasa dia minum, struktur molekulnya. Bagaimana interaksi ketika air ini dicampur dengan gula, terjadi perubahan struktur dan itu bisa ditunjukkan secara nyata dengan teknologi augmented reality. Kemudian AI menjelaskannya. Kemudian AI menjadi smart tutornya. Kemudian AI bisa mendeteksi apakah siswa sudah paham atau belum. AI bisa mendeteksi per individu, personalized learning. AI juga bisa mengadaptasi learning. Jadi 3 gabungan antara augmented reality, virtual reality dengan artificial intelligence itu akan membuat proses pembelajaran menjadi lebih nyata, lebih mudah. Jadi anak tidak lagi berimajinasi struktur molekul itu seperti apa ketika dia tahu garam, ketika dia tahu NaCl. NaCl itu gabungan NaOH dan HCl. Kita tahu kalau asam klorida itu asam yang sangat berbahaya. Tetapi ketika dia bereaksi dengan NOH menjadi NaCl yang biasa kita masak, itu menjadi senyawa yang sangat aman dan bersahabat. Apa yang terjadi di situ, anak-anak tidak paham. Tapi dengan bantuan augmented reality, virtual reality, dia akan bisa jelaskan bagaimana perubahan struktur asam klorida dengan NaOH sehingga menjadi NaCl, sehingga enak untuk jadi bumbu masakan. Dan AI di situ membantu sebagai smart tutor menjelaskan bagaimana proses reaksinya, perubahan strukturnya dijelaskan dengan sangat nyata. Dan bahkan kalau pakai virtual reality dengan menggunakan nanti setelah siang ini akan menggunakan kameranya, Oculusnya dan juga menggunakan driver toolnya, maka siswa akan bisa menggerakkan bagaimana pergerakan reaksi senyawa itu. Jadi yang pertama tadi ya, jadi untuk regeneratif pendidikan praktis, education practice, saya kira kita harus kembangkan AI tidak hanya berdiri sendiri, dia harus diintegrasikan dengan teknologi yang lain. Sehingga manfaatnya menjadi lebih besar. Yang kedua, dia harus digabungkan dengan budaya lokal. Tadi saya di meja makan nasi lemak. Dan lebih enak daripada nasi biasa. Tapi kan siswa tidak tahu apa yang terjadi ketika nasi biasa menjadi nasi lemak. Nasi biasa hanya mengandung karbohidrat, glukosa di situ. Kemudian lemak ada lipid. Ketika si pembuat nasi lemak mencampurkan nasi dengan santan, apa yang terjadi reaksinya? Strukturnya berubah, sehingga rasanya menjadi lebih gurih, lebih nikmat. Kalau dijelaskan secara kimiawi dan secara biologi, dan kemudian ditampilkan, itu lokal ya. Kemudian dibantu tadi dengan IARIIRF, perubahan strukturnya seperti ini. Tapi kalau kebanyakan nasi lemak, nanti lipidnya berikatan dengan sel-sel darah kita, dia akan menumpuk, menghambat saluran darah, membuat plak. Mereka akan paham. Jadi hal-hal yang tadinya sangat abstrak itu bisa dibantu dan AI akan menjelaskan di situ. AI itu paham cepat sekali dia menjelaskannya. Kenapa batik baju yang saya pakai ini kan local wisdom. Bagaimana para pembatik itu membuat baju batik dari lin batik dan pewarnanya. Mereka belajar dari pengalaman dari orang tua. Tetapi mereka tidak tahu apa struktur kimiawinya, apa reaksinya. Kemudian apalagi kalau membatik sampai 4-5 warna lebih kompleks lagi itu pewarnaannya. Nah itu kalau dibantu dengan AI. Jadi maksud saya AI itu tidak hanya berhenti di sekolah formal. Yang kedua untuk regeneratif itu dia harus sebarluaskan juga AI untuk masyarakat luas. Bayangkan kalau para pembatik, pembuat nasi lemak itu belajar ChatGPT gimana ya Prof? Itu kecerdasan massal terjadi. Kan tidak dilarang pembuat nasi lemak buka AI ya Prof. Pembatik buka AI, nelayan petani. Nelayan kalau diajarkan bagaimana perubahan iklim, perubahan cuaca, dia tahu dan dia bisa tanya ke AI juga, kapan saya harus pergi melaut, bagaimana saya harus menangkap ikan. Petani juga begitu. Jadi mudah-mudahan sekali lagi dari kegiatan ini bagaimana memasalkan AI untuk hal-hal positif bagi masyarakat luas. Itu lokal genius nanti. Di daerah akan terjadi lokal genius. Karena apa? Karena dia bisa mandiri belajar. Apalagi saya juga sudah melakukan riset bagaimana mobile learning diintegrasikan dengan AI. Jadi modal cuma punya handphone, dia bisa buka berbagai macam materi. Jadi lokal genius itu harus kita kembangkan melalui pemanfaatan AI, regenerative education practices. Jadi yang pertama tadi saya tidak bisa terlalu panjang, jadi integrasi AI dengan teknologi yang lain, terutama yang sekarang berkembang, immersive technology, itu akan sangat membantu mensosialisasikan, menyebarluaskan sains teknologi. Kedua, practice local wisdom. Bagaimana AI digunakan untuk mengembangkan kearifan budaya lokal kita. Malaysia hampir sama dengan Indonesia, budaya lokalnya luar biasa. Setiap daerah punya makanan khas bisa dikaji melalui AI. Tadi Prof. Nizar mengatakan bisa menerjemahkan 1 juta buku dalam 1 tahun dalam bahasa Melayu, berbagai buku ilmu pengetahuan ya. Nanti dari berbagai negara lagi, mau belajar dari, saya sangat terinspirasi juga dengan Prof. Nizar. Kalau gitu saya juga ingin menerjemahkan berbagai buku dalam bahasa Indonesia. Nanti dari Indonesia akan diterjemahkan lagi berbagai macam bahasa daerah, bahasa Jawa, bahasa Sunda, bahasa Batak. Supaya orang daerah bisa belajar juga. Indonesia ada berapa puluh bahasa, ratusan bahasa. Bahasa Minang, bahasa Padang, bahasa itu saya nanti mau belajar Prof. Nizar bagaimana membuat program translate buku ilmu pengetahuan secara cepat ke dalam bahasa lokal. Lokal wisdom lagi Prof. Nanti kita kerjasama ya Prof. Jadi tidak hanya dengan Melayu, nanti kita dengan bahasa Batak, bahasa Sunda, bahasa Jawa. Wah, nanti diundang ke Indonesia Prof. Nizar untuk menambahkan berbagai buku-buku, terutama buku SAiDTECH. Dan SAiDTECH juga tidak hanya SAiDTECH level akademik master PhD, tetapi SAiDTECH populer. Itu sangat dibutuhkan untuk membangun local genius. Nah, yang terakhir bagaimana AI digunakan untuk kehidupan sosial. Bagaimana Pak Prof. Nizar nanti AI itu juga mendidik anak-anak kita memiliki kearifan, memiliki etik, memiliki empati terhadap orang lain. Jadi jangan sampai juga dengan AI membuat anak-anak kita seperti robot ya, tetapi dia tidak empati, tidak. Padahal itu sangat dibutuhkan dalam menghadapi keterampilan abad 21. Jadi bagaimana dia etik tidak melanggar aturan, bagaimana dia bisa berempati dengan orang lain yang menghadapi kesusahan dan sebagainya. Bagaimana AI bisa mendorong itu jadi lebih human. Jadi AI-nya tidak machine learning. Jadi mungkin nanti Prof. Nizar ini kan ahlinya AI. Bagaimana menggabungkan machine learning di AI dengan humanity learning. Nah itu sangat dibutuhkan dalam generative education practices moderate. Saya kira itu hal-hal prinsip, konsep bagaimana nanti integrating AI with education practices. Saya kira itu. Terima kasih, Prof. Moderator.
Terima kasih Prof. Ucu di atas komen yang diberikan. So the outcome from Prof. Ucu just now is how do we make sure that AI makes education more human rather than less human. So we want to make it more human, okay? So that it will not become more robotics for us. Okay. So the final opinion from Mr. Khairi. Yeah,
saya mungkin tidak sentuh tentang penggunaan AI dari sudut text and writing. Because saya rasa kedua-dua Prof dah uraikan banyak. Saya lagi pun bukan kepakaran saya. Saya sendiri juga menggunakan AI untuk saya create script because I'm a visual artist. I'm not really a good writer. That's why saya sangkut dekat saya punya PhD because I don't like writing. If you guys can offer me a PhD by product, please. Okay, I'm looking for PhD by product. I need to do something like visual animation, films, thing like that, not by writing. So that's why saya sangkut sehingga hari ini. Saya looking for the best platform, what kind of PhD that I have to pursue, thing like that. So, bercakap tentang AI ni, saya bercakap di konteks visual. At this moment, a few of my friends in film industry now progressing of shooting their new films. And they're not using stuntmen anymore. Stunt women or stuntmen, stunt actor, they're not using it. They share it with me because of they just need the actor face and fully body and shooting 360 degree of the turnaround of the body. And for the camera itself, for the shooting, they shoot without the actors. And we bring in the AI actors becoming to act those things. But again, I 100% agree of we want the human touch. We want the human, not a robot. Because most people say AI don't have a soul. So kalau kita tak faham tentang prinsip physics, for example, in animation also, that's my expertise of teaching the principle of animations, like heavy objects falling, light objects falling. So they have what kind of impact. So when an individual, either students or anyone's working on AI to produce some objects movement, if they don't understand the principle of movement or the fundamental of it, so that's why kadang-kadang saya melihat dekat saya punya social media, Facebook, I know that's AI. And there is some kind I know is a real thing because of we can see something wrong with the movement. And it's almost 95%, most people say it looks very real, but only some people who have the knowledge can determine that movement or that image is totally AI. Because of the movement that produced by those people is not real. Something wrong with it, like the way they jumps or the way they impact, it looks so floating because it doesn't follow the real physics movement of it. So, but the good thing is, my friend who produced this film just now, still working on it, because he have those kind of knowledge in films and animation, so they understand the fundamental of it. Then they are using the AI to replace the stuntman's work. But yes, we in the industry, the argument is still going on. Some expert or film directors will totally not agree with it, and some of it agree that we have to use the AI things. So up to this moment, we don't have the right answer, either do and don't. And FINAS as well, the Malaysian Films Kementerian Perfilman Malaysia, FINAS, mereka tak boleh menolak. Mereka menerima seadanya. Because mereka nampak the positive way of using AI into films. And impact yang kita nampak adalah dia mengganggu hasil ataupun dia mengganggu cari makan pelakon atau even kru. Because we don't need them anymore. So dari situ pada saya personally, saya balancekan setiap stage of work itu dengan certain part of it I'm using the AI and certain part of it I still depending on the humans to work together with the AI itself. So this is from my point of view, means on the visual itself. Like for example, sebenarnya dalam kita bergaduh di industri, a lot of my friends artists saying they not agree with the AI, but actually they already use Photoshop. You know, some of you know Photoshop, right? So Adobe Photoshop. For me personally, for me, Photoshop is also part of AI because they take a few image. Last time, many years back, they take few image from other people's work, here and there, trees, houses, car, or anything. They put into Photoshop, they edit it. Still, you are using other people's work. And they combine all the image becoming their new image. So what the difference between they are using the Photoshop and they just prompt now, I'm looking for one backgrounds that have a car, environments, and trees. The difference is the process nowadays is much more faster. But the treatment is still the same. Whatever you use Photoshop, for me, it's also part of AI itself. So same as 3D animation, right? We create a key poses from this poses into that poses. So all the in-betweens is auto-generated because it's a 3D. So for me, it's auto-generated, it's not produced by the humans. It's auto-generated, is produced by the AI itself. It's just people doesn't see it. So now people, those animators, those 3D animators complaining that, no, you totally disturb my industry in 3D because the thing is when you do 3D also, you don't draw. You just create one pose here, one pose there. The rest of it is just done by the engines, by the computer. So for me, it's unofficial AI is there. So this is how they have to, for me, you cannot reject them 100%, but you just work within the AI because that's the technology that we are using now. Yeah. Okay?
Okay, it's great, Prof. Mr. Khairi. Okay, so what we can see from Mr. Khairi's explanation just now that AI has been used in official way, so we call it as digital transformation by using the software tools that also expedite the process. But now with AI as our new technology or tools, it lessens the jobs. Okay, so we have jobless positions that may be giving impact to the community as well. But this is the way that we have to embrace AI. So if AI is giving such impact, what we need to do is to work well with AI. So it is the people plus AI, or the lecturer plus AI, or the crew members of the film industry plus AI. So we must make it more creative on how to make it useful as our product at the end. So we move towards the next sessions, which is collaboration across academia, industry, and society. Okay, that will be our second last cycle. So collaboration is the bridge that connects innovation to real-world impact. So we want to see how academia, industry, and society can work together to be more meaningful. So maybe Prof. Nizar can give some words for this cycle.
Okay, I think education is number one. How many of you here have ChatGPT license? You subscribe? Can I ask from this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? How many of you attended ChatGPT class? After you subscribe, you pay so much money, every month 100 ringgit. Do you attend any class or not? YouTube class. Study by yourself lah. Okay, this experiment actually proved one thing. Not many of us have money to embrace AI. No one. Because if not, everybody will raise their hand. Everybody have ChatGPT. Everybody have ChatGPT. Okay, how many of you got Kimi? Subscribe Kimi? No, right? So I think, okay, all AI can, one AI cannot solve all problems. I think this is very, very straightforward. If you want to write 586 pages in one shot, you have to use Kimi. ChatGPT cannot. That's confirmed lah. Okay, how we can work together in this arena? I think let me take one experience. Last 2 years, a company called Firma Berhad. Anybody familiar with Firma Berhad? It's a public listed company. He came and see me, Nizar, can you run a workshop to do forecasting? See, this is very difficult. What forecasting you want to do? Is it Monte Carlo? Is it random forest? Is it SG boost? Up to you. So when we went to Genting Highland for 2 days, 1 night, to think one problem statement. Should I close a company in Sri Lanka running sardine production? Sardine. They have a company in Sri Lanka running sardine production. Then I think a lot of you, when you go to supermarket, can you see a brand called King's? The King's kan. The sardine is made by Fima Berhad. The sardine is not taken from Malaysia, it's from Sri Lanka. So should I close the factory in Sri Lanka? I said, why? The cost of people increasing, the license is increasing, but we still make money. We still make money until today. I said, okay, give me a second. I asked ChatGPT, a very simple, very humble question. Then I put there, should I close Sri Lanka sardine company, blah, 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 blah. I put some prompt. Okay, what's the answer from ChatGPT? Anybody knows? That we never thought for 2 days. The last day I did this prompt to ChatGPT. Then the answer is very, very nobody think. Because as a financial analyst, I analyze all the data, right? The last 4 years performance, the salary of the people, the machine maintenance. You go to all that angle related to something that you can see, something you can feel. The human you can feel, the machine you can touch, right? Then all my answer is wrong. ChatGPT overtake me. Then I cannot think that if I am a very, because they pay me so expensive. I think for 2 days, they pay me about 20,000 to run this workshop. I noticed that I am stupid. Because you never think about the nature. What is the nature? It's the sea, right? And the fish. You think about the machine, the human, because we already, as a constant, we always believe in 3M. Man-machine method, man-machine method. We never think about the fish, the sardine. Then according to ChatGPT, because of global warming, you know global warming? The fish is migrating. Because the sea become hot. So, it's very good indicator. He said the population of fish in around Sri Lanka is decreasing year by year because the hot becomes hot, the sea become hot. Then it's been complained by a lot of fishermen in Sri Lanka telling that they catch less sardine. Then the conclusion is, if I do not ask ChatGPT, my conclusion that day is very wrong. So what is my conclusion with all the board director? Close the factory. Because you don't know the answer. It's no point to have a factory with no fish. Okay, that's the, I think, a biggest mistake that I made in my life as a consultant. If I do not ask ChatGPT, my career will die. Because that company will go bankrupt after a while. Because it will start losing money year 1, year 2, after coming to my workshop. Okay, that's number 1. I think you have to expand the literacy as a MIMOS Academy. Come to my class. I can give you free. For 30 minutes lah. 1 hour, 2 hours kena bayar. There's a caveat. Okay, there's another story. Right, this is very recent one. Last week, I think related to our Professor Ayi here. I was being asked, can you do a short film of cybersecurity? Said, how many you want? About 10. One movie is about 10 minutes. Said, luckily, there is one AI just born, I think 1 week, 2 weeks ago, called SAiDTECH 2.5. Yeah. SAiDTECH 2.5. I said, okay, let me try SAiDTECH 2.5. Then there is also another one from Google called Google Flow. The engine is Omni. Then also VO3. I try. Okay, with my daughter. Said, kita pun tak ada kerja ni kan. So maybe buatlah kerja-kerja ni. So 10 videos. We make it in less than a day. We send. Said this AI made. Send to M.Si. M.Si approve. They want us to make another 500. And hire my daughter. I said, Nahi. this is something that I never think before. They hire my daughter, make 500. One day can make 10 videos. Then very fantastic. I can show you. If I have a projector, I can show you. It's like human made. I just prompt, I made a script, blah, 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 blah. But this is something that I never think before. Before this, I used to teach. Use VO2, use SAiDTECH 2.0, 1.5. The quality is rubbish lah. You give to anybody throw away. This very, very AI. The one that I made, very, very human. Until M.Si kata, this is the best. We never saw this kind, even human made, this is the best. To teach people how to prevent yourself from being scammed. There is a lot of cybersecurity things. For kids, you click something, you won a game, Roblox, credit, you click, then you've been scammed. So many things. So this about 500 scenario, which is I believe, with AI yesterday or last year, maybe I cannot perform. With AI today, if you don't embrace AI, you never know. You never know these kind of things. Maybe you once a while you use AI to do something, but use it every day. You will find that AI will help you in whatever way. Mathematical modeling, blah, 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 blah. AutoCAD, so everything, right? So for me, I think I'm very consistent. Please come to our school, learn from us, because I got few hundred of us doing AI. As a lecturer, maybe you don't have time. We have time because full time we doing AI every day. From this morning, while I'm in this stage, I'm sending to few papers to the government. While I'm talking to you, when I have handphone, I can do my work. I just send few paper to Prime Minister office, then approve some analysis, which is very, very important to the country. While I'm talking to everybody, while I'm sitting here, I finish 3 paper, 15 pages, 1 paper, 15 pages, with a graph, with all the data, with using handphone. I cannot see these kind of things in my life. This is something fantastic, bombastic. Please learn AI. That's all. Prof. Moderator.
Okay. Thank you, Prof. Nizar. It's a very interesting perspective. So I can see that the input coming from Prof. Nizar on how AI has changed his world, okay, as well as other people's world. So, and the impact is that we can embrace AI in our processes, especially like using SAiDTECH 2.5. We can also give it a try for our marketing department to use it to create video, or our corporate comm department as well. And we can get free trainings, right, Prof. Nizar? Did you mention just now? 1 hour, okay. So relating to our collaboration initiative, so we can have engagement with Prof. Nizar to our academics, okay, to get the intelligence coming from his team, okay. And we have short of time here, but maybe 1 or 2 lines from Prof. Ai and Prof. Ucu before we go to the next cycle on collaboration, on how animation and digital media helps to reduce the gaps between academia and society.
Bercakap tentang gaps, rapatkan hubungan antara akademik dengan industri. I can say that apa yang Prof. Nizar mention tadi memang sangat saya 200% setuju. Kehadiran SAiDTECH, apps terbaru AI, dia nampak sangat memberi banyak perubahan sebenarnya. So I see it's a lot of opportunities like collaborations between the industry itself and the universities. Yang mana dekat universities do the experimental and the provide the young creative talents, while the industry itself kita provide the real world problems, and then we provide the technology itself, and we make the market needs. We want to see what's the market needs. So that's how we collaboration between the industry, and we look into the academic that find the young talents who can work in AI. Because just now tadi Prof. Nizar pun cakap how expert you are. If you don't have this AI, kadang-kadang dia tak ambil kerja. So kita perlukan benda tu di kalangan generasi muda ni. Tapi bukan 100% mereka dependable on the AI itself. So sebab at the end kita masih lagi memerlukan industri itself, kita memerlukan the ideas, their creativity, their skill. AI is just an assist. Then with this AI things, we can collaborate in term of yang I mentioned tadi lah, pasal animation, pasal visual production things, the digital storytelling, the R&D itself. Yang saya nampak sekarang ni, saya sendiri menghasilkan produk short film pertama saya yang saya telah memenangi beberapa award. Saya struggle because saya memilih cerita pendalaman di Sarawak, kaum orang asli Iban di Sarawak. Dulu dia asalnya saya memilih mungkin dia asalnya Puteri Santubong dan Sejinjang. Bila saya buat research, dia based on AI data banyak sebenarnya. But when I've been advised by the Iban people to get more deep into their story, their folk tale, I get more interesting stories there. But when I search into AI, nothing much on that time, the 3 years back, 4 years back. Because that time mungkin AI dia tak banyak data yang melibatkan cerita yang sangat deep into the satu perkauman tu sendiri. Tapi yang general, dia orang AI boleh dapat. So dekat situ yang saya memerlukan more research in term of not AI, tetapi the humans. I have to go to Sarawak for that time is COVID, totally COVID. Then nasib baik kenal orang Iban. Dia tarik saya masuk kampung dia. Then we got all the story itself. Dari situ ada story yang kita collect. Then kita gunakan AI untuk develop more to make the story more fiction. Jadi itu yang saya nampak. Macam student kami developing stories. Then the industry itself can see either the story is totally can really develops further, or we have to reject it because of we can detect it's the soul is there or not. So kat situ kita macam sekarang student sebab saya ada dua kerja sekarang ni, macam saya teaching and also I'm still running my own company. So what we make is we offering students for the internships and then we test them for AI knowledge and we test them for also a creative knowledge by themselves. Dekat situ kita balancekan dia punya skill. Yeah.
Okay, interesting, Prof. Khairi. So that means that we need to have graduates that have all these skills, the AI skill, as well as their creativity skill. Yeah. So the human aspect cannot be neglected. So we still need originality, okay, and as well as having the right graduates, okay, and the skill that we require from the program that we have created. So the inputs coming from Prof. Nizar and also Prof. Ai will remain as something that is very useful for our programs. Okay. Okay. So the last one, we have just one or two lines from Prof. Ucu because we are running out of time before we summarize everything.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
From the collaboration perspective, Prof.
Ya. Kolaborasi 3 lembaga antara industri, akademia dan society masyarakat sekalian menjadi sangat penting dalam pengembangan AI masa depan. Yang pertama adalah harus dikembangkan model kemitraan co-innovation. Jadi laboratorium AI tidak hanya berada di industri, tetapi dia berada di tengah kota. Yang itu dikembangkan bersama oleh akademia, oleh kampus dan industri, tetapi di situ menyelesaikan berbagai persoalan yang dihadapi oleh society. Jadi kalau dia di daerah pantai, maka dia akan menyelesaikan berbagai persoalan yang berkaitan dengan nelayan, kelautan, bagaimana mengolah mangrove, bagaimana mengolah kekayaan laut dan sebagainya dengan bantuan AI. Di situ industri dan kampus berperan, tetapi masyarakat bisa memanfaatkannya secara langsung. Misalkan untuk daerah pertanian, maka agrotech AI harus muncul di situ. Daerah yang hutan, forestry AI muncul, lab-lab co-innovation itu harus didirikan bersama antara 3 institusi, yaitu pihak industri, pihak kampus, dan pihak society. Kemudian yang kedua, ini berkaitan dengan intellectual property AI. Intellectual property AI itu klaimnya apakah punya si peneliti, kampus, atau punya pihak industri. Nah, ini harus ada fleksibilitas di dalam intellectual property. Karena apa? Karena tipis sekali soalnya ini penemuan AI ini, kerjasama misalkan saya dengan pihak industri, saya melakukan riset, kemudian industri yang biayai, lalu intellectual property-nya milik bersama, pengaturannya ini harus ada aturan yang jelas. Kadang-kadang itu nanti intellectual property-nya menjadi milik industri, kemudian si peneliti kita, orang-orang akademia, orang-orang kampus hanya dibiayai untuk melakukan risetnya saja. Ya, Prof. Jadi di situ harus jelas bagaimana membangun kolaborasi antara industri, kemitraan, dan juga society, termasuk Prof. Khairi dengan industri kreatifnya. Bagaimana itu nanti temuan-temuan terbaru di bidang industri kreatif, intellectual property-nya apakah milik industri, pemilik pengembang industri kreatif, atau siapa nantinya. Karena industri yang punya modal, kita di kampus tidak punya dana. Industri lah yang akan mensuplai dana. Biasanya yang pemberi dana akan lebih besar persentase intellectual property-nya. Nah, di situ pemerintah harus melakukan regulasi bagaimana mengatur intellectual property untuk pengembangan AI masa depan. Yang ketiga, harus terjadi pertukaran talenta. Prof. Nizar ini kan di industri juga ya, di kampus juga ini sudah betul. Artinya pertukaran talenta AI untuk mempercepat transformasi AI di kampus, dan juga industri harus saling bertukar. Industri mengirimkan talenta AI-nya ke kampus, orang kampus juga mengirimkan talentanya ke industri. Terjadi simbiosis yang saling menguntungkan, Prof. Saya tidak tahu di IU apakah sudah dilakukan, ini kan nuntas khusus tentang, apalagi Ibu Dekannya ini, tentang artificial intelligence, bagaimana mengatur talenta ahli-ahli AI di EU dengan kerjasama dengan pihak industri. Nah, itu saya kira menjadi penting untuk membangun kolaborasi 3 arah tadi. Nah, yang keempat adalah sama-sama merumuskan pengembangan AI masa depan bareng-bareng antara akademia, antara kampus dengan industri dan masyarakat. Sehingga apa? AI itu tidak hanya berakhir di kampus atau di industri. Industri lah yang paling menguntungkan nanti menggunakan dari sisi financial, dari sisi ekonomi, industri yang paling menguntungkan. Masyarakat hanya kembali sebagai pengguna. Bagaimana nanti industri AI masa depan itu masyarakat pun bisa memiliki hak itu. Misalkan tentang pengolahan sampah dengan macam-macamnya, itu ada kemitraan, ada aturan regulasi, itu semuanya kan diatur dalam sebuah regulasi kebijakan. Nah, kalau syukur-syukur ada kebijakan internasional yang kemudian bisa dipakai sebagai acuan di beberapa negara. Saya kira itu hal-hal yang paling penting yang harus dibangun dalam membangun kolaborasi kerjasama pengembangan AI antara pihak industri, kampus, dan society. Saya kira itu, Prof.
Alhamdulillah. Terima kasih Prof. Ucu di atas perspektif yang diberikan di antara international level as well as academic parts. Okay. So what we can say here adalah different countries, we have different strengths as well as different shared challenges that we have to combine all. Okay. So when we collaborate, we have to ensure that we have one shared problem that we want to solve. Okay. And a few committed people is enough for us to start with. So when we have this together, we can work to make sure everything is success. Okay, so we come to the final session, a cycle of future vision and societal impact. Maybe we can start with Prof. Nizar to give the one last round of words that we can challenge our public and audience and what we can work together forwards.
Okay, let's talk about our vision, future vision. So with AI, what we want to be with AI, whether is it a rival, we want to fight with AI, no AI will win, I will make sure AI will lose loss, or you want to make AI is a companion. That's why I think almost all AI company, when they put the name, they also careful. Co-pilot, meaning that you are pilot. Gemini, you know what is Gemini? A star, right? When people travel through the sea, so they will see, oh, Gemini. So maybe through North, whatever lah. So I think this is a very important message that I want for us to think together. What I see today, people rushing in AI. There's a lot of university. They offer AI, bachelor in AI, master in AI, PhD in AI, whatever. Then I persistently condemn about this idea. I disagree. Okay? Why I am today? Because I am subject matter expert. ISME. I use AI, I become a better person. If I am a lawyer, I use AI, I become better lawyer. Prof. IE, he's a creative content. He will become better because he use AI, right? As a companion. But today, a lot of university try to produce a person called AI expert with no subject matter expert, right? I disagree. If you become electrical engineer, if you become a programmer, if you become a civil engineer, you need to become that person. You use AI to help you, not to become AI of AI. Today, I never saw any advertisement. Yes, they said if you have knowledge in AI or machine learning, whatever, but there's the word still machine learning, Python, then they put AI there, right? So AI will help them to do something, to do a better programmer. Like just now, I go back to my story with my daughter, right? Because she studied corporate communication. She make studio, whatever lah, movie, he made production in UiTM Rembau. So she got some knowledge. When I make 10 video, even though I completed using C-Dance 2.5, she said to me, Abah, can you put cengkerik at night time? I said, what is this cengkerik pula dah? We put music lah. No. There's a sentiment of Malaysian always listen cengkerik at night. Krik. So it becomes sentimental value. So we put that. I put that with cengkerik. Then we put some lighting with a shadow, blah, blah, blah. When the video finished, they become human because you put your touch. It's not all AI touch. Because the first video, when we put, oh, you also amazing, this is C-Dance 2.5, what is this? This is very good, blah, blah, blah. But when you put human elements to inject some of detailing inside the cartoon, inside the movie, it become very fantastic. Okay? You bring in the soul. Yeah, you bring in the soul. The music that I put, my daughter said, what is this music? Nobody listen this music, Piramli, blah, 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 kan? Lagu apa ni, apa, masihkah kau ingat? Nobody know, but masihkah kau ingat this music? Put a new one. Put something is human touch. Then it become the movie become better, the become fantastic, whatsoever. So what I want to say today, I think a very simple word. If you are subject matter expert, if you know the subject and you know AI, you become smarter. But if you do not know the subject, you are nowhere. You do not know the subject. You use AI, you become stupid. You become stupid because AI will cheat you, right? Some student, they come back to me, say, Nizar, all my literature not exist in internet, right? They give a link, ChatGPT. Yeah, because you never know how to vet through. They come with proofreading, check, right? This simple student, you have to do that because we never know. Somebody else put there, you just take from the blog, whatsoever. Then you need to become a subject matter expert, right? If you are an electrical engineer, so when you write, use your electrical engineer word. You don't take civil engineer word. People become confused. Same word, many meanings, right? Same word, many meanings. That's why for a job of translation, you need let's say the subject is biologist, you need a biologist to be there, to vet through, to read. Does it make sense or not? Right? Even though today ChatGPT have a new function called skill, right? You can use that, but again you need human intervention to proofread, because they are the co-pilot, you are the pilot. So AI will increase 1,000 times creativity that you never imagined. But if you are not the subject matter expert, AI will cheat you. You will be in trouble. You submit a wrong report, you make a wrong direction to a company. Like myself, even though I expert in making analysis of a company, again, AI has rescued my career. If you know SAiDTECH 2.5, today I got a call from a friend. Anybody can teach SAiDTECH 2.5? Do you have any student, people, freelance? So how much you want to pay? For 2 days, 15,000. That's the price. I say, a lot. If you got 10,000 for 2 days, you work for 4 days, then enough lah. No need to work for another company here. You enjoy. You enjoy. So people looking for the latest technology. What is that? Creating movie using SAiDTECH 2.5. You don't teach the old one. People are searching. There is a company searching for that. Right? I used to teach many companies using MIMOS Academy, sometimes personal. Then the money is good. The money is good. People pay you per hour, per what. Because you know AI, you become different person. You become super rich. Whether you want or not, that's all. Whether you want to take your time to learn from TikTok, like Dr. Mazri, learn from TikTok. You have no time to learn from TikTok. That's your choice. But if I also learn from TikTok, because I don't have time to go to school. I don't have time to go to university to learn back. Then I think my lecturer also will teach me 3 years ago, 4 years ago, what is AI, what is LLM. I cannot, because I need today technology. Yesterday, people publish, today I know already. And I need to be that speed lah. So for whatever reason, we have to learn from TikTok lah. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, they're also good. Thank you.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you, Prof. Nizar, okay, for the very good comments, okay, regarding future visions and societal impact. So the message here is not only to adopt AI, but to develop the talent, ecosystem, as well as the infrastructure and research, okay, towards making AI more impactful, and we should innovate with AI. Okay. Then we have the last word coming from Prof. Dr. Ucu, and later Prof. Ai.
Baik, terima kasih. Saya kira visi ke depan tentang pengembangan AI ini yang pertama adalah human centric. Tetap kita harus mengembangkan human centric, bukan AI centric. Artinya AI tugasnya hanya membantu, yang pertama membantu tugas administrasi proses pendidikan. Mengolah nilai, mendeteksi mahasiswa, mendeteksi siswa, itu AI. Tetapi kreativitas, empati, etik itu tetap tugas lecturer dan teacher. Nah ini nanti kita sama-sama mengembangkan AI for human centric, bukan AI centric nanti. Saya khawatir 5 tahun ke depan semuanya menjadi AI centric. Yang kedua adalah demokratisasi akses pendidikan. Sekarang terjadi ketimpangan kualitas pendidikan antar wilayah, antar daerah, daerah perkotaan dengan daerah-daerah terpencil. Nah, AI itu harus difungsikan untuk melakukan demokratisasi akses. Artinya anak-anak yang berada di daerah bisa belajar dengan kualitas yang sama baik di daerah perkotaan dengan bantuan asisten tutor smartnya AI. Kalau mendatangkan guru ke daerah kan sulit sekali mendatangkan, tapi dengan asisten tutor smartnya AI itu ketimpangan pendidikan itu akan berkurang. Yang ketiga, mengembangkan ekosistem inovasi berkelanjutan. tadi mungkin hampir sama dengan Prof, bahwa porsi dari industri lebih kepada penyediaan fasilitas, sarana prasarana dana, kemudian perguruan tinggi melakukan inovasi bersama-sama di situ. Jadi ada pemilahan tugas yang jelas antara kampus dengan pihak industri dalam pengembangan AI masa depan. Jadi biarkan kampus mensuplai berbagai temuan terbaru AI, kemudian sarana prasarana pendanaannya disuplai oleh industri, dan di situ dibangun ekosistem inovasi berkelanjutan, dan itu saya kira akan sangat menguntungkan bagi kedua belah pihak. Yang keempat adalah, kok saya lupa yang keempat, bagaimana AI itu justru, tadi untuk lagu bisa ya Pak ya? Lagu ya? Oh, bagaimana AI itu membantu melestarikan budaya dan bahasa daerah lokal. Kan kalau kita repot ya Pak, Indonesia itu budayanya sangat besar dan heterogen termasuk Malaysia. Bagaimana melestarikan budaya dan bahasa daerah melalui bantuan AI sehingga tidak punah. Gen Z pasti sudah tidak mengenal lagi budaya bahasa nenek moyangnya, budaya daerahnya. Saya kira Malaysia Indonesia hampir sama lah. Gen Z udah nggak tahu lagi itu jenis-jenis lagu, tarian daerah, bahasa asli daerahnya. Tetapi itu jangan sampai punah, dia harus dilestarikan dengan bantuan AI. Jadi itu saya kira hal yang 4 aspek tadi yang untuk bagaimana inovasi AI ke depan untuk akademi, industri maupun bagi masyarakat ke depannya. Saya kira itu Bu Moderator.
Oke, terima kasih Prof. Dr. Ucu.
Dan ingin saya sampaikan bahwa saya Vice Rector di Universitas Nusa Bangsa, tetapi saya juga sebagai senior lecturer di Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Jadi saya bekerja di 2 universitas dan sebagai lecturer home base tetapnya di State University of Jakarta di Universitas Negeri Jakarta. Jadi nanti saya diprotes sama teman-teman dari Universitas Negeri Jakarta kalau saya tidak menyebutkan itu. Karena rombongan saya dari Universitas Negeri Jakarta.
Okay,
ya, baik, terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih Prof. Dr. Ucu. So jawatan tetapnya di Vice Rector 1 di Universitas Nusa Bangsa dan Senior Lecturer di Universitas Negeri Jakarta, UNJ. Okay. Sebab di Indonesia dibenarkan mempunyai 2 jawatan. Okay. Berbeza dengan di Malaysia. Okay, so outcome daripada Prof. Dr. Ucu tadi, so kita lihat that adalah important for us to have AI to be part of our daily life so that we can ensure our previous heritage will be compiled for next generation to see. So otherwise they will not know our heritage and culture. Okay, so that can be one input also for Prof. Ai for the next film. Okay,
yes.
Coming from the Indonesian culture. Okay, and one more from Dr. Ucu is about our future university. Okay, should be AI and digital enabled, but it must be very human. So if we embed policies AI related in our processes, okay, and how we teach as well as how we assess students, we must make sure it is having human as part of the input. Okay, so the last word coming from Prof. Ai on future visions and societal impact.
Saya bercakap dari sudut storyteller. Macam mana pun sebab saya banyak terlibat dengan dan berjumpa dengan pakar-pakar animasi, even dari Disney pun, dari Pixar pun. Dan salah seorangnya adalah pengarah yang mengarahkan filem Kung Fu Panda. Whatever he say, he mentioned that whatever technology you use, story is king. That's the thing. So first thing is what you need to find is the story itself. Then you decide what kind of technology you will use to produce your projects. That's the thing. So yang saya nampak dekat sini adalah AI itu sendiri dia boleh jadi creative partner. He can be a creative partner rather than a replacement for us. Because of it will allow us to explore more ideas and fast. Lagu tadi ataupun video tadi nampak tak, boleh dalam beberapa minit boleh siap, dalam satu hari boleh siap banyak. So it's not perfect maybe 100%, but at least it's produced fast. It can get a feedback fast. So that's how we use the AI things. And it create more personalized experience and tell a story the way that yang kita tak boleh nak buat sebelum ni tau. So dengan AI itu sendiri dia menokok tambahkan kita punya rencah. Macam tadilah kan, dah buat video, lepas tu masukkan cengkerik lah. Dia menambah kita punya uniqueness and value of the product itself. And tapi macam mana pun saya percayalah the most valuable storytellers it still come from our strong ideas. Then we use AI to evaluate more by putting the cultural understanding, add in the emotional intelligence and the unique human's voice from it. And the last one for me, AI may control the tools. It's just a tools, a very good, strong technology, but the originality is still come from the human's mind itself. Which is, in my case, story is always come from me. Then I will look AI to assist me. Not I too dependable on AI from the starting and then, can you find me a story for me? No, I have to look for it first. Then I need to sit down with AI to assist me. That's how I use it. And then that's how I deliver to my student itself. I want them to be a thinker rather than just a 100% worker. That's the thing. All right, thanks.
Okay, thanks you, Prof. Ai. So the last comments coming from Prof. Ai, that also can be part of our input for our program standards related to computing and creative media and animation. Okay, so AI can become our creative assistant, okay, but we are the one who will select what story to tell. So that's the last word coming from Prof. Ai. So we have come to the end. So what we can conclude from this session, cycle 4 of future visions and societal impact is AI can transform what we do, but the values will guide why we do it. So the human touch, okay, need to come from us, okay, and we need to decide what to be done. So that is important for us. We select which is the best for us and how we can give impact to the society. As what we can see, AI can also make people jobless, but it also can add intelligence and can make people like the fishermen or anybody in the world to become more intelligent and beneficial from it. Okay, and they can also increase economy as well. Okay, so we have come to the end of the session. So we can have one question, I think, from the floor, maybe from the management team, or also from the audience, okay, to ask one question to the panel. Okay, so we have our audience. Can you come forward, or any mic to be given to him?
Hello, my name is Dimas. I am BICT student. I have one question for Professor Dr. Ucu, especially. So the question is, how can Indonesian universities ensure that AI-driven education remains inclusive for diverse student background? Thank you.
Okay, so I think the question is about how the AI can be inclusive.
Apa pengembangan tadi? Pengembangan perguruan tinggi dengan AI. Baik, terima kasih. Tadi siapa penanyanya? Dimas. Oh, student at AU. Oh ya. Ya, pertanyaannya bagaimana teman-teman di Indonesia mengembangkan pendidikan AI di perguruan tinggi di Indonesia ya. Ya. Dengan latar belakang yang sangat beragam dan ini berbeda-beda. Baik. Saat ini pemerintah Indonesia memang sedang menyusun buku sudah sebetulnya sudah menyusun panduan penggunaan AI bagi seluruh perguruan tinggi di Indonesia. Jadi sudah ada buku panduannya. Kemudian yang kedua, jadi panduannya itu bisa digunakan bagi universitas top sampai universitas yang berada di daerah, yang diversifikasi yang di daerah, yang perbedaan kualitasnya berbeda. Itu sudah disesuaikan. Yang kedua adalah sekarang dilakukan sosialisasi dan pelatihan dosen-dosen menggunakan AI. Yang ketiga, sedang dikembangkan bahan-bahan ajar berbasis AI. Nah, 3 langkah itu memang dirancang oleh Kementerian Pendidikan Tinggi Indonesia untuk bagaimana mengembangkan AI dengan seluruh perguruan tinggi di Indonesia dengan berbagai latar belakang, dengan diversifikasi tadi. Dan itu tentu juga dikembangkan nanti oleh setiap perguruan tinggi diwajibkan mengembangkan bahan ajar lokal dari masing-masing perguruan tinggi. Jadi berbasis budaya lokal dari setiap kampusnya. Jadi pemerintah hanya membuat panduan standar umum, kemudian nanti setiap kampus mengembangkan bahan ajar pengembangan AI berdasarkan kapasitas, potensi, dan budaya lokal di setiap kampus yang ada di Indonesia. Indonesia itu punya sekitar 4.000 perguruan tinggi. Oh, banyak sekali, terutama private university. 3.000 lebih private university-nya, jadi beragam sekali memang. Nah, jadi itu diwajibkan kepada perguruan tingginya, tetapi panduan dasarnya dikembangkan oleh Kementerian Pendidikan Tinggi Nasional di Indonesia. Dan terus dibantu untuk bagaimana mensosialisasikan pada dosen, dan sekarang sudah ada mata kuliah wajib tentang AI di kampus-kampus di Indonesia. Saya kira itu ya. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih kepada soalan daripada student BICT Asia University. Okay, we have one question from our staff, Mr. Philip.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Philip. I'm from the School of Professional and Executive Education Development. My question is to Professor Ahmad Nizar. Okay, I think all of us are aware in WEF Future of Jobs Report 2025, AI and big data are the fastest growing skills currently, but at the same time, emphasis is also given to strategic thinking, analytical thinking, creativity, leadership, and all that. So, MIMOS Academy, I'm very attracted to MIMOS Academy. First, MIMOS Berhad is a strategic agency of MOSTI, and MIMOS Academy is the strategic entity for MIMOS Berhad. So, as far as MIMOS Berhad is concerned, how do you balance between training on technical capabilities? We always talk about AI, digitalization, all that, and also human capabilities, like what you mentioned, strategic thinking, leadership, resilience. I think these are also all very important. Okay, lastly, I think we can conclude. It is a very insightful forum. I'm very impressed with all the sharing, but I think we can conclude with this statement. The future is not about human versus AI. The future is all about human with AI. How do we go along that pathway? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Phillips. Let me change our perspective here, because the problem is actually we never learn AI properly. We never go to class. We never take our time to learn. I can teach ChatGPT for 2 weeks. Will not end. There's a lot of feature inside there. There's a work, there's a skill, so many things, but people take for granted. I already subscribe, but I do not know how to use. That's the problem. How many of you use Excel today? I think almost everyone, right? Can I challenge you? Macro, pivot table, do you know how to use? Barely use. Maybe do not know, never heard. Do you know that Excel also got decision support system? During my master, I took 1 semester just to learn Excel, but not to learn Excel. I learned Excel how to use decision support system. My professor is Prof Sharif. He do a simulation when the Penang Bridge will break. It's very important. Use Excel only. But do you know how to use it? Because you never. Then there is a book talking about how to use Excel and decision support system. This stick. We all practice whatsoever. So ChatGPT also the same. Okay, let me change again. Our thinking. How many of you use typewriter today to use your work? None of us, right? During my school time, I use typewriter because we don't have computer. After born of the computer, maybe you use computer, right? You write proposal using Microsoft Word, whatever. AI is like a tools for you to assist you on daily work. It never harm you. But some people, he misunderstood. Yes, there is. Okay, I give you a scenario again. Let's say you need a typewriter to make a newspaper. How many people you need at that time? Maybe 80s before the computer born. Probably you need 1,000 people. When computer born, 1990s, right? Computer start born. From 1,000, you reduce to 500, or maybe half, or maybe a quarter of that. Same thing. If AI born, for example, I always tell my staff, if you want to do a proposal, use AI. Don't use your brain. Because for me, I want the proposal to be completed, not your art on writing proposal. I don't care. Because it's very simple. Proposal must be to be sent. Then many times I saw my staff could not make the deadline to write a proposal for a tender submission. Because of what? Use your brain. Do research. Okay, I give you another scenario. How many of you like to read books? Right? Okay, it's good. Okay. In PhD, there is a word literature review. Why people do literature review? Read literature lah. Because you do review in order for you to understand the thinking of that person, the methodology has been used, the philosophy of that person when he wrote something, right? The philosophy, the understanding. Again, if you like to read Hamzah Fansuri, anybody of you read that books? Hamzah Fansuri is very nice book, right? How many of you can understand? Barely. Use AI to review the book. Then you have another perception. You capture the thought. You capture the thinking, because AI help you to review the book. Because the word of Hamzah Fansuri is very difficult to understand. It's a knowledge of a knowledge. It's knowledge of a knowledge. A knowledge of an art. Because people go to pyramid, why they can read all the character? Because knowledge of knowledge. Knowledge of knowledge. Today you don't have that knowledge to understand that knowledge, because you need to be pakar ataupun expert in language, in linguistic, in certain linguistic. Sastra lama, how many of you will learn that? You have to go to university. How long it will take some time. Okay, back to MIMOS Academy. So how we differentiate between MIMOS Berhad and MIMOS Academy? We are the training school. Okay, we are the training school. Whatever output from the R&D we take. For example, today we been given a money from the government under RMK to do deep fake. MIMOS Academy teach deep fake. They do the R&D. We take the output, we teach. They do a lot of LLM teaching, LLM R&D, try to make their own LLM. Now we have what 2.9 million, they may want to pick 2.9 million, one more on top of 2.9 million. So I bring down the knowledge into a layman because you cannot absorb something very technical. Python programming is very, very difficult. Then you go to LLM, nobody can appreciate. But I can bring another layer. So why not we use API to integrate into your application, for example. I bring to a layman, right? So whatever output from MIMOS Berhad, as R&D, they are not supposed to sell anything, but through MIMOS Academy, we can do consulting. Okay, again, there is a thinking. Okay, can AI support in strategic thinking, data analytics? The answer is yes. Today, all my leadership program, all my strategic thinking process. For example, how many of you familiar business canvas model? Business canvas model, right? You go for a training for 3 days. What you understand? Business canvas model. Can you apply? Oh, I need to open back book, blah, blah, blah. It's so difficult. When I teach the management, I said, okay, for this problem, you use Monte Carlo. For this problem, you use random forest. For this problem, we use business canvas model. Do I need to go to the school to learn business model? The answer is no. Let AI take the formula, the methodology, whatever. I want to know the result only, right? So what I teach them is, you do not need to go for 3 days business canvas model. Come to my school. I teach you how to do decision thinking. Use business canvas model using AI. You got the output, you got the comment, right? You got the thing that you need to brainstorming. Now that's very important. Everything you do, you need to have a brainstorming because human have some capability. AI have a lot of knowledge, but they lack of wisdom. The human touch. You make a movie, no cengkerik, krik. That is very important for a movie, which I also not know. AI also never think. You put some element in there. Most of my workshop for the strategic management, for CEO, because I also train the CEO, most of the time, I only ask them, agree, disagree. That's all. If you ask them to think, it will take 2 days. Some of them, misleading. Example, you download the Madani AI policy. You just download. I can bet you, the person who wrote that kind of paper, if I ask him whether he know how to use GPT, the answer is no. I have survey. The forum that I met to think about the country of AI, when I ask him, where do you learn AI? Do you have ChatGPT? Some very old generation, he also do not know what is Gemini. Then you wrote about strategic for your country without knowing that. For me, it's very simple. AI is like your tools, everyday tools. Last time we have typewriter, you change to computer. You change to server, you change to cloud computing, whatsoever. It's the same. It's the same. The only difference is whether you want to learn or not. If you don't go to school, forever you do not know. You don't know. If you never go to, people say, oh, Python is good. Kindergarten know how to, in US, they said standard 1, maybe 7, 8 years old, start to learn Python. In Malaysia, how many of you buy Python book? Maybe I ask from this school, from this forum. We never care. We know AI is a disaster. All the forums say, oh, you have to learn. ChatGPT also never subscribe. What to do? How we want to use? Okay, that's all. Thank you. I think I answer you. Is it okay? All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Nizar, and thank you to the panels, okay, Prof. Khairi, Prof. Nizar, and Prof. Dr. Uchu, as well as the audience for the questions given to our panels. So today we have come to the end of the session. So it's very insightful, and we have discussed something which is useful for the next actions. Okay, so we have brought different strengths together, okay, as well as making it stronger. And this is what one sector cannot achieve it alone, but we work together to achieve one outcome. So that is what meant by brewing innovation. With different strengths, we make it stronger and we work together collaboratively. Okay, so hopefully this coffee talk, okay, has sparked new ideas actions as well as something new that you can bring back to your country as well as to our AU, okay? So that we can bridge all aspects coming from this different perspective, the academia, the industry, as well as the society. So we hope that all this outcome we can bring forward to our management, as well as maybe between both countries and both industries, as well as creativity and education sector, that we can work together. So we can think of future collaboration on what we can think about, okay, working together with MIMOS for different I think pipeline like micro-credentials, lifelong learning on how to convert the initiative done by different industry, making it impactful to the communities and society. Okay, so I think that's the end of our session. So we have come to the end and we hope all the audience as well the panelists can enjoy the lunch session that we have provided for you.